Are you still in the mood to read a book?
truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
I'm okay. Nap time.
A delicate operation.
You won't get away.
Naughty child.
I have something for you.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
A delicate operation. Found.
You won't get away.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters! Too late to repent.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Hope you're prepared.
A delicate operation. Found.
Move carefully.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Is that all?
Naughty child.
You won't get away.
A will forged in ice never falters! The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
That'll take
Nap time.
a delicate operation.
You won't get away. Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time for a shot.
I have something for you.
This ends here.
A delicate operation. Found.
You won't get away.
Naughty child.
You have my gratitude.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless. Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Correct. All the cabins they might pass by have been checked. Remember to report to lead researcher Asta. We'll deal with problems outside the base zone later. Huh, it's you. Sorry, this is embarrassing. We suddenly had some stuff come up. I wanted to take care of it before you arrived, but I can't seem to even get a break around here. Never mind about that. Here, this is for you. I made it this morning, and I've been keeping it warm. It's just a little something I whipped up. I spent a long time wondering what to give you. In the end, I realize I should stick to what I'm good at. Miss Asta loves my fried rice, so I hope you like it too. Sorry it's so noisy here. I wanted to find somewhere quieter where I could get your feedback, but... Miss Asta said that gratitude has to be sincere. It's a shame that I had to finish it up so hastily. Some big shot suddenly decided to visit the space station today. Everyone has been in a hurry since the announcement. They're all worried that a bad impression could damage Madame Herta's reputation. Miss Asta said that the guest appears to be Madame Herta's research partner. If he's doing research with her, he must be famous throughout the galaxy. Look at the time. The guest is almost here. If you're curious, just follow the crowd. Miss Asta and I will be there soon.
Wow, it's the first time I've seen such a spectacle.
Even the top brass.
So this visitor is...
Get ready.
Hypothesis. Thought always precedes word. Huh? And yet, I can't find the words for this moment. It's good to see you, Asta. I apologize. I'm 4 minutes and 13 seconds earlier than the appointed time. I hope it's not a bother.
Of course not, Mr. Scrollum. Welcome to Herta Space Station.
No need for formalities, Asta. Herta Space Station is where knowledge converges. Here we celebrate the equality of thought. Such collaboration between organic life forms is magnificent and efficient. You're rebuilding the space station far quicker than I could have imagined.
We appreciate your high praise, Mr. Scrollum. Would you like me to show you around? Since the last summit, we've launched several new research projects focused on silicone-based matrices.
Well, that sounds lovely, but I do have a meeting with Herta, so let's put the new surprises on hold for now.
Madame Herta should be in her office. I'll take you there. Right this way.
Sure. And you are? Ah, hello, young sir. I've heard so much about you. Herta talks about you often. She's quite curious about you, as am I. What is it like to live in symbiosis with a Stellaron? I hope we'll have sufficient time in the future to get to know each other and answer this question.
sorry. I wanted to show you around, but now I don't think I'll be able to get away. All right, see you later.
Strange. It should be around here somewhere. Huh? Do you need something? If you're looking for the front desk, just... Such a concerned and responsive tone. You must be the one everyone's been talking about. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Leonard. You probably know that this place was recently attacked by the Antimatter Legion. Now that the station is being rebuilt, my job is to repair equipment and but during the repair process, I discovered some anomalies. That... I don't know who or what it was. We suspect that it may have been the Stellaron Hunters. It's an elusive group and very dangerous. They include a super hacker from Punk Lord. I'm ashamed. A while ago, I discovered her whereabouts during a screening process. How can you guess what happened next? She reverse hacked my device, sent out a Ugh! I don't want to think about it. Now that everything is calmed down, I thought they'd be on my case. Hence, my silver lining. You know, Madam Hurt. To put it simply, the leaders have given me an opportunity. How could I? This time, I plan to start from inside the space station and see if I can find some. I designed a decoding program. Look, it looks like just like this. That's, a drop of water? Why do I feel like it's more like a drop of sweat? Unbelievable! Why would something like this be in the space? So this is what we're looking for? This... Wait a second? Let me... Oh, I see. This is electronic graffiti that appears... We need to decipher it if we want to find any culprit. Ugh, you got me there. Let me think. Maybe I've been under too much stress. Just do me a favor. It won't take up too much of your time.
Revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Naughty child. Nap time.
That scared me to death! Did you see? But look! Just like I guessed, this graffiti... The surveillance camera captured her face. Silver Wolf. Is this a transmitter beacon? Oh, I see. She probably ran into the Antimatter Legion during... We accidentally activated the beacon again just now, and they were brought back. Beacon transmission that doesn't require a power source and can be implemented solely through computation? No wonder they were... It's not only impressive. How should I put it? She can edit Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? I always thought it was fringe science. There's a strange signal nearby. Maybe it's another piece of graffiti. Look, up there! even put down a question mark. They must be making fun of us. She went towards the base zone. Yep. There's only... disappeared again? This thing keeps cutting out when I'm deciphering it. She must have stopped here for a bit. Let's look around.
Can you let me have some fun this time? Our last few operations turned out to be pretty dull.
She makes it seem easy. Judging by how calm she is, she must have been in this room for a while. The graffiti's location is quite interesting. I heard from a friend that the hackers on Punk Lord have a tradition. When they call this the Punk Lord mentality. There can only be competition when there's... I don't understand that way of thinking. But it seems like this same thing happened last time as well. I was so cool. Thank you! All right. She seems to be leaving. Let's keep... They seem to be heading toward the monitoring room.
This will strengthen our position.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Fighting is meaningless.
Naughty child.
Time for an overhaul.
I've no interest
Perhaps
in
you
conflict.
still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Fighting is meaningless.
A delicate operation.
Another graffiti. They're all different too. She really put some thought into this. Huh? Is this section of the record damaged? I don't think so. That's not the... Hold on, I got it! It might be an effect from a curio. No wonder she kept going through the curio collection index. This space is connected to the Stellaron. Huh? What are you muttering about? Why would they leave you here if their objective was the Stellaron? With her Huh? There's no graffiti here. Oh, so strange. Did she really leave? Oh, they did leave you behind. Sorry. Oh, me? That's how I feel. I can't help but feel there's more that they're after. The more I talk about it, the worse I feel. I should probably find some... Whoa, look here! There's a strange access log in the rating. It looks like the log time occurred during the Legion's invasion. The researchers would have already been evacuated by... Could it be that... I just realized something. We need to go... Just as I thought. She was here! I just remembered that Madame Herta has a game cartridge named... You remember it, right? It's actually on the list of missing I wasn't able to put the two together before. If the hell... I got it! I got it now! That's right! She was so interested in the Curio Collection Index that she stayed in the... She knew we would be looking for the Stellaron Hunters and used it as... Hold on, though. Something doesn't add up. The curios are Madame Herta's most prized possessions. All the visit... Some researchers tried to gain access to the curios for research purposes once, but... You got me there. But we should go and check the main control room.
Come on, then.
Wait, don't move. I get chills just perfect. Not only did she shut off all the access logs, this wouldn't have been a high priority issue. I am curious though. She paused the terminal transmissions, but as a Stellaron hunter, she leaves the Stellaron behind. As a hacker, she doesn't delete the local... Relax, friend. I've done this a million.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time for a shot.
Hope you're prepared.
Fighting is meaningless.
See? I was right! There was... Now we can browse through the Curio access logs. Huh? From the way things look, yes. I'm seriously confused. What did she come here for? No, if I start thinking like that, I may as well give up.
gonna happen. I'll say it again. I don't care what Runmei said to you, but there's no chance we're shutting down this simulated universe.
Herta, I've made my decision. Question. What have we invested into this project? Hundreds of system hours, the resources of an entire planet, and the most advanced technology in the entire universe. And what have we gotten in return? Unknowns, confusion, and a series of errors. In the beginning, we defined the simulated universe as a miniature world that could be used to discover the traces of the eons. But now, it's become something far removed from its original purpose.
This simulated universe is bound to make errors. You said that yourself, and that's exactly what we're experiencing. Why is that a problem all of a sudden?
I adore the vast amount of knowledge, but I cannot accept that the simulated universe remains simply a pending contract waiting to be attended to. Herta, think about it. How many surprises has this project given you? And how many
The simulated universe never disappointed me. You are what disappoints me, Scroolum. Do you really think of yourself as someone so exceptionally amazing? Right now, you're more like someone from the Nitwit Society.
Herta, I don't mean to question you, nor do I want to deny the hard work you've put forth for the simulated universe. I just want to give more room for knowledge and inspiration to grow freely.
That's enough. Leave if you don't want to be part of this. Go tell the other two yourself. Oh, and take your tech with you. I don't need it. I can go find Adrian Taylor, or the red-nosed old man from Epsilon, or even the Intelligentsia Guild. At least they won't quit halfway. Ugh. Scroolum, we've known each other for a long time. This is the first time I feel that you're nothing but a piece of ice-cold metal.
My apologies, sir. This all started with me. I was the one that brought up the request to end our academic collaboration. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Herta or the project. The simulated universe is a great experiment, and Herta is a true genius. However, we have our differences when it comes down to our long-term vision for the future. These differences will often manifest into bias, and bias will get in the way of the formulation of knowledge. Deep down, I want to continue to believe in Herta. The question is whether one should end a collaboration that no longer holds true to its original intent. From an objective standpoint, I should end it immediately. Are you worried about her mental state? Thank you for the humor. It is good for tense moments like these. The emotions of organic life are like tides. It is my fault for not noticing the trajectory of the moon. Let Herta be alone for a while, so she can calm her emotions. It'll be beneficial for our negotiations later as well. As for the simulated universe, if that's the reason you're here, maybe I can help in answering your questions. Search. Bonfire in the depths of the woods. A lone stone sword points to the stars. Punk Lord mentality. That is no ordinary curio, my friend. That is a love letter a Galaxy Ranger has written for the universe. Young sir, how much do you know about Punk Lord? It is a planet made of data and symbols. The edges of reality and illusion are blurred in Punk Lord, as are its days and nights. An ether cartridge is a chip that Punklordian hackers use to edit reality. The ways through which a hacker perceives and modifies the world are recorded on the chip. It's a recording of the hacker's life and proof of their existence. The one on the space station belonged to someone truly legendary. He became a Galaxy Ranger by accident and spent many long years traveling among the stars. Many of the records and details recorded therein are beyond the knowledge of even the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild. Yes, no need to worry, my friend. The cartridge has never left the space station. It's, as I said, it is a very important reference for the simulated universe. Herta was probably impulsive and added the cartridge into the simulation without telling anyone, resulting in the item being listed as lost. I understand your concern. If the individual in question did indeed try to hack into Herta's office, as such, please allow me to offer my limited abilities to assist you with your investigation, sir. As you already know, the simulated universe will be shut down temporarily. Yes, this is the last chance to investigate the cartridge data. By way of apology for shutting down the simulated universe, this is my recommendation. Please take your time to consider it.
Did you hear that? I was so scared I couldn't... The simulated universe? Shut down? Wait, this isn't my fault, is it? Thanks for trying. This is terrible. Still, beating myself up all the time won't help either. We're here for the cartridge. Having heard what Mr. Skrullum said, you're I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you. I'll be helping Mr. Skrullum anyway.
Well, sir, are you ready? Please, ask away. I welcome... Yes, there are other concerns. I believe that the miracles inside the simulated universe have the right to grow. The more Herta tries, the further she moves away from the universe that she had hoped for. I hope to free my dear friend from... Nevertheless, I must also clarify that this is my... They are a group that carries a balance scale with them at all times. That was the most suitable way of describing the Galaxy Rangers. They are directed by the path of the hunt and are always accompanied by song and the sound of horns. However, all stories come to an end, just as they did. There is a group of life forms there that know nothing of fatigue. They are compiling the languages, thoughts, and even emotions of the entire planet into... You see, in the vast sea of data, life exists only in one form, a line of code. Maybe the emotions of organic life forms are an expression of data, don't you think? Very well. Get going we shall. I will be sending you into the simulated universe using an alternative method. This will help us quickly locate the cartridge in the vast sea of data. We'll start with this data link. Now, young sir, are you all right? That's the communication module doing its job. Herta often speaks of it as an expensive and impractical function. However, I maintain that the voice carries greater emotional... You are now inside the data link of the Ether cartridge. Hacker? Oh. Conclusion. That is a holographic record that the simulated universe has created. You were right. The enemy's invasion has spread to the deepest parts of the simulated universe. Young sir, please stay still. Allow me to see what I can do with this record.
Hey, you! Why are you staring at me?
I initiated the simulation flow. This is just a record of the past. She's not actually talking to you. Please listen and don't interrupt her. We may be able to find out more of what we need to know.
First off, I'm not obsessed with it. On Punk Lord, the stories of the cartridge are no different from textbooks. I'm not interested in something that everybody already knows about. Secondly, it's not some kind of video game cartridge. It's an ether cartridge. It's the second pair of eyes, second brain, and second heart of the hacker. Do you understand what that actually means? With that cartridge, if a guy went to a movie premiere and bought some mixed popcorn, you'd be able to know the flavor of the fourth kernel he picked out of the bucket. It's truly amazing. Lastly, I'm gonna say it again. I am not obsessed with it. The reason I'm still rambling about it is to make sure that you know how amazing it really is. Do you get it now, Kafka? Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly. This place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society turf.
It is safe to assume that 2 people entered the simulated universe. Interesting. Let's see what happened next. You are now taking the point of view of the companion. She will react to your behavior now.
You won't get away. You won't get away.
You took the bait. Time for a buzz. Fork in the road, huh? I got this. Wanna pick one first? Give your beloved instincts a try.
Technically, she is asking her companion to choose. The record will continue forward, even if you don't take any...
Wrong choice. The correct answer is the path on the right. Not what we're looking for. Ugh, why would Herta put something like this inside the simulated universe? Never mind, I miscalculated. Let's...
She's actually on the correct path. She just needs to continue a little further. What has happened is destined to happen again. Stellaron Hunter, Silver Wolf. We fought against one another before. It was more like a test than a duel. She would attack, and I would defend. Neither of us gave it our all. I never thought our next meeting would take place under these circumstances.
What the? This was the right way all along. Ugh, Herta's got some psychological tactics going on.
Seems like we can now continue forward.
Oh, back to the space station again. A riddle? Where's the skip button?
You won't get away. You won't get away.
Perhaps you still don't... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Finally, almost there. There's even a miniature Herta over here. Eesh. A little narcissistic, isn't she? I was planning on adding a mustache for her, but the spray didn't work. The entire space station feels like it's made of paper, but her...
She's talking about that portrait in the elevator room, no? Herta commissioned me to design an encryption tool for her. That's correct. The ether cartridge data is in the next room. Yes, that incongruous feeling has persisted throughout this long pursuit. She came for the Stellaron, but showed a strong interest in the curios. And I must admit, this feels less like a chase and more like a chance encounter. I recall a story about Punk Lord. It is said that graffiti is whether it be for competition or for joy, they leave a trail in the places they visit. And would this ongoing affair not be part of such an endeavor? In which case, let us accompany her till the end.
You won't get away.
Trickier to crack.
This ends here.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Time for an overhaul.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
This ends here!
Can I have fun this time?
Naughty child.
I have something for you.
Look, we found it. The ether cartridge is here. There is an unwelcome third party here with us. If what we are seeing constitutes past images of Silver Wolf, then for her to have made it this far would have entailed... I believe that she was indeed able to hack into Herta's office. After all, even the best hacker wouldn't be able to find a specified target.
Unless she had someone to guide her there. Ha! You want to explain it to him first? I can see the confusion in his eyes.
The final results are on the display table, young sir. Take a closer look if you wish. We have plenty of time. You've guessed correctly. The person that stands before you is tonight's starring role. She left herself a back door in the office, performed a proxy hack the moment you entered the simulated universe. I must say, she really is a masterful actor. The graffiti is like a two-way data tunnel. You can use it to retrace. I fear she may well have had the whole thing planned out before hacking the space station. I'm sorry. Herta forbade me from disclosing any information beforehand. She made clear that knowledge... However, the way I see it, the most important elements were dedication and sincerity. Well then, were you satisfied with this Miss Silver Wolf?
Huh. You knew it all along, didn't you? I knew it would be hard to fool you. All that talk you were spouting along the way was meant for me, wasn't it?
It is a joy and an honor to have the opportunity to face off against you once again. Herta said that this cartridge would be able to lure in the biggest fishes in the universe. She was right.
So, the business about shutting down the universe and the argument with Herta was all just an act? You did all that to lure me in?
That is up to you to interpret. Herta and I have always been frank with one another. Sharp conversations of that nature happen on a regular basis. It wouldn't be fitting to call it an act. Miss Silver Wolf is truly a talented hacker. Not only did she calculate everything ahead of time, she has numerous variables and aces still to play. News of my sudden visit to the space station was probably the only uncontrollable variable in her plan. And with my arrival came the nightmare of shutting down the simulated universe. That would have ruined her plans and all her preparations. You now know everything about this encounter.
Everything? No. You're wrong about the most important part. You think I came here out of desperation, but I've been bursting with excitement this whole time. Do you know how happy I was when you showed up, Screwlum? I haven't had the thrill of a formidable opponent in such a long time. The Legion is nothing but a bunch of cavemen, and the IPC were a disappointment. Only the Society has the talent to provide me with a fun challenge. Reality is nothing but a game. But what's the point of a game if it can't make you happy? An invitation letter and a challenge letter were sent to me from 2 geniuses. How could I not accept them? Would you have turned them down?
You're confident you'll be able to get out of this in one piece.
That's right. And I'm bringing this with me.
Oh, a copy. You completed it while we were talking just now.
Why else would I entertain so much small talk? You're not the only one stalling for time. I'm guessing that Herta is hiding in a corner somewhere, trying to pull off a reverse hack from where I hacked in. You, on the other hand, are responsible for taking me head-on, just as you did last time. And I'm looking forward to it. How do you plan on stopping me this time? Are you going to turn the simulated universe into a black box? Or are you going to work with the IPC and put together a cross-galactic encirclement? Screwlum, will I be able to see your true strength this time? The long-awaited result will finally be determined. There will only be one victor today. Please, let me have some fun this time, okay?
My apologies, Miss Silverwolf, but none of what you are hoping for will be happening today. You may leave now.
Huh? Leave? But why? Aren't you trying to catch me? Don't you want to cuff me and exile me on some distant planet?
Your creativity has proven interesting. However, I have nothing to do with your quarrel with the space station. Ergo, I won't stop you.
I'm gonna leave with this cartridge, then.
That's just a duplicate. Correction, not only is the one in your possession a duplicate, but so is the one here. The real curio was transferred elsewhere at the very beginning. Conclusion, you may share that data freely.
What if I attack the space station again?
It would have nothing to do with me. But I must warn you, it is likely that someone would step forward to stop you.
Then what if I were to destroy the simulated universe right now?
I'm sorry, but that simply isn't possible. Ether editing isn't capable of destroying an entire universe.
What is the point of this, then? You guys went out of your way to put together this trap, but don't plan on doing anything at all?
That's right. This way, the game that you so carefully orchestrated is now pointless, is it not? There's no point in a game if it's no longer fun. Silver Wolf, I know what you're after. The IPC's shackles won't be able to hold you, and jail is but another game to you. Herta and I came to an understanding. We will no longer enable you and give you what you need.
How boring.
However, Herta felt that this would be too easy on you, and wanted to add something of her own. And that is why, in this very moment, she has reverse-hacked you and located all your interastral network accounts. A total of 76 accounts. A very impressive number. How would it be if the IPC were to freeze all of them? Including all of your game records.
What? Hey, hold on a minute.
And she logged out. How hasty of her. Games are always fun in the eyes of a child, but to an adult, they are but one among many ways of solving a problem. It's about time we were on our way.
A flawless victory! Hope you got a glimpse of Herta's awesomeness, kiddo. Naturally. I couldn't care less about what happened with the space station. I already notified someone at the IPC to freeze all her accounts.
Thank you, young sir. Do you have any other questions regarding this? Her ultimate goal was always the ether cartridge, but she developed all those complicated puzzles and unnecessary ploys. If you are referring to the back doors Silver Wolf left behind, don't worry. The space station is not as fragile as you think. Please, ask away. Please, ask away. Well, young sir, our destination may differ, but there...
So, the reason Madame Herta wanted me to continue the investigation... She said I did a good job! Can you believe it? I've just been acknowledged by Madame Herta! I don't have to worry about being fired anymore!
This chapter has come to a conclusion. Come, let us close the final back door.
It's gone. It's all gone. They seriously left nothing behind. They went too far this time. Too far.
All right. Stop with the tantrum. You're not a kid anymore.
I am not throwing a tantrum.
Uh-huh. Anyway, what are you gonna do now, huh? Hack an IPC branch nearby and get your accounts back?
If it were just 1 or 2 accounts, sure. I kind of overdid it this time. I lost basically everything. A branch office probably won't be enough. I'm gonna have to make a trip to Pier Point.
What, you're going alone? That's the IPC's headquarters.
Yep, just me. Why? Do you want to come with?
I probably won't be able to. I'm in Elio's next script. Did you forget?
Oh, right. That story doesn't sound like it fits me. You guys have fun.
I hope you have a good time in Pier Point as well.
Don't worry. I've already got an idea. You see that cloud diner just 2 kilometers from here? A few temps from the building material logistics department just stepped in. I'm gonna go and become their friend.
Getting a move on already? I would have thought you'd at least want to spend some time with that cartridge you were obsessing about.
I told you. I'm not obsessed with it. Besides, there's fun to be had along the way. A game is a game, and that's all there is to it.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank. Fighting is meaningless.
A delicate operation.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Nap time.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You won't get away.
Is that all?
A delicate operation.
You won't get away.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Hope you're prepared. A will forged in ice never falters!
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
I have something for you.
This ends here.
Fighting is meaningless.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Perhaps you still. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank. I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Ask away, my friend. What else is there to say? You know him as well, but to be honest, I'm not very close to him, after all. Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a...
Mother, I have returned.
Bronya, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld? Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being Guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years, and those outsiders may be the...
Enough! Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready. Mother?
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like. Oh wait, I haven't finished yet. go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
The bro or the sis? If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Dan Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. It might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Branya.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow. Huh? Ah, I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted. All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Branya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. Me? None. What Kokolia and the Architects get up to has nothing to do with me. My time is too precious for pondering. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Branya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Try not to embellish the facts.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Branya recently. A After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything. Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure. I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm, she gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single Guardian consciousness that gets... Is she being compelled by previous generations of Guardians to make such baffling decision? Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but for my brother, orders are more important than anything. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Cocolia takes action.
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with. Yes, that's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity day, this calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves.
Really? Great! Phew, it's less scary.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready. Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Japard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not? How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not. Rest assured, Kokolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys...
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Kokolia...
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Close is a bit much. But I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
I can believe that.
jacked up security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Ha! Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already.
No, that's, not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister... Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back...
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention...
See? That was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
I don't want people to see me that way. I'm doing this for you. Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at hell on Earth. An endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau. Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't...
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life. Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals. Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems with the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off that way, even if the front line were to collapse, the Fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply.
You! Hold it right there. This is a military base. Temporary workers aren't allowed in.
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the... That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as...
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval!
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass. Yo! Evening, soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers?
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No...
Darn, this guy's not...
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother, then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him.
Dunn? Why didn't you say so? No.
Serval, this Dunn, do you know him?
You bet I do. We go way back. He's easy to talk to. Hey, Dunn! It's been a while.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool!
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
Zachary! How many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out? Anything wrong done?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Gepard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Gepard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Done, this concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day, you must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Move carefully.
Naughty child. Nap time.
I have something for you.
This ends here. A will forged in ice never falters!
Stay close! Not a step back!
You won't get away.
The truth of life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision.
Time for a shot.
Time for an overhaul.
Fighting is meaningless.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Hope you're prepared.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
This ends here.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
On my mark! Here stands the Silvermane Guard! Serval? Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it! The encryption key! Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
I think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy. We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Stellaron. Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
If I'd known he had the encryption key from the start, I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Sela. Activating the gear bridge alone would have been enough.
You won't get away.
Too late to repent.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
I've no interest in conflict.
Naughty child.
I have something for you.
Fighting is meaningless.
You won't get away.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
A delicate operation.
You couldn't.
Found.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
I'm okay. Nap time.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for a shot.
You won't get away.
A delicate operation.
Who goes there?
Found.
Too late to repent. This sanctuary is but a vision.
You won't get away.
Is that all?
Nap time.
I have something for you.
Hope you're prepared.
Fighting is meaningless.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. We're in.
Oh, it's open! Oh, thank you, Dun!
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive. Emergency fire evacuation system? Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs! Gear bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yup.
Then what's our plan?
Well, either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade. Let's play it by ear.
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way. We'll have to fight.
If we can beat Svarog, we can beat this one. Let's go!
Move carefully. The truth of life and death, or the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
A will forged in ice never falters!
I've no interest in conflict.
I'm okay. Time for a shot. Nap time.
Time for an overhaul.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
This ends here!
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Naughty child.
A delicate operation.
Energy restored, system online, certification enabled. Come on, come on! 40%, 65%, 85%. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move. Perfect. Okay, we need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem. Your brother may be there.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Are you sure you can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance, or less.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Serval. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
Before our next expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some negotiation skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
Come on, then.
Serval. It really is you.
Wait, Japard! Listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. Step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone, attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms, hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cocolia? Why would you sneak into the restricted zone and create chaos?
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is Cocolia herself.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Gepard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Stellaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Stellaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior motives, Serval. They want to steal this treasure from the Architects. The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy, that you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge, and that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe you think you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste on them.
The forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. Cocolia's afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge, that the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all. I've said my piece. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. In my capacity as captain, I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested. This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
The barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Gepard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations end in combat.
Is that all? Resistance is futile!
Move carefully.
You're in bad shape.
Combat is a series of precise machinations. Come one, come all.
I hope you're prepared. On my command! Take courage! In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the wind. We shall never fall!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Time for a detailed overhaul.
In the name of preservation!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
You won't get away.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. You're in bad shape.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Our position is solid.
Naughty children, don't savor the vigor of it.
Come one, come all.
Stay focused. For glory!
Step aside. I have no interest in still. The time is now. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Time for a shot.
Fighting is meaningless.
Time for an overhaul.
This ends here!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Resistance is futile!
Naughty child. Nap time.
I have something for you.
Hope you're prepared.
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision.
On my command, take courage.
Time for an overhaul. Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
This ends here. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters! In the name of preservation!
Nap time.
You won't get away.
Our position is solid. Hope you're prepared.
I have something for you.
I've no interest in conflict.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
He just won't go down.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Japard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Yeah, our goal is the same as yours. Serval's and Branya's. We just want to preserve this world. There's no reason to turn against each other.
Japard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me. Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Branya.
Lady Branya?
There's nothing more to say, Japard. The decision is yours.
As a captain of the Silvermane Guards, I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian. But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives. For the Silvermane Guards, the Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you? I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you. But if you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by Klepoth that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of mercy.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Zila. You are a skilled fighter. Your combat style is nothing like that of the guards.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us.
Worth our while.